Um, I am playing Christian music. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. If it does, then I didn't ask you to click the video, so. I guess this is just one of those moments where I realize that there's nothing that I would do, nothing that I could do or accomplish without God by my side. You know, lately since I left the girls' home, you know, that relationship has just pretty much strained a lot. You know, when you're in the real world, it's harder to get in your word. It's harder to stay faithful to God. It's harder to just accomplish everything. I don't even remember the last time I really prayed. I just feel like I should make this video to somehow reach out to others, encourage you to seek God. This world, it's hard, and especially when you get older, especially when you hit college and work and moving in on your own. It's hard, it's scary, it's tough. Facing it alone, you're not alone. Don't ever feel alone. God is everywhere. God is with us. God is for us. To those of you who might look at this video, listen to what I say, and think in their heads doubt and, you know, ridicule, criticism on my feeble opinion, my belief, I just want you to ask yourself, truly, the way that a lot of people nowadays represent Jesus is not the way I see him. We all perceive the Bible in many different forms and many different ways. But I just have to say that, you know, that doesn't mean that every interpretation is the factual one. Like, you know, we see Westboro, you know, they're not really a church, they're more like a cult. They preach hate, you know, they say all these terrible things, like, you know, miscarriages where, because God wanted the babies to die, and, you know, same-sex marriage, everybody's going to hell because they're all sinners. You gotta look at things. You know, people just look at a stereotype and they instantly call it something. Now, I believe in Jesus. That does not make me religious at all. In fact, God is not religion. God is love. God is acceptance. God is with us. He is the reason why I wake up in the morning and I actually think something positive. He is the reason why I made it. He really is. You know, people can say that being a Christian or believing in God is a crutch. It's not a crutch. Do you know how hard it is to serve God? It's a lot harder to serve God than it is to, you know, stay in the world and, you know, live in the sin and stuff. But listen, don't think what I just said. I live in sin. Okay, you live in sin. We all live in sin. In fact, we're bathing in it. We're covered in it. It's just a human nature. I'm here to let anyone who doesn't know that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. He died on the cross for you. And even if you don't believe in him, he still believes in you, and, you know, he loves you. If I hadn't have found God, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I can honestly just say that. And I won't shed a tear. And you want to know why? Because the past is gone. God burned my past, and he has built my future. The things that I've done, the person that I said that I was, that's not there. You know, if you knew me before, there's a skeptical, cynical atheist who had no self-respect, treated everyone like crap. I got in fights all the time. I was such an angry person. I had so much hate pent up inside of me. And I mean that life, people tend to believe, you know, their life is worse than the others. But listen, life is not about a contest, okay? We can all have a bad life and we can all have a good life. It's what we choose. Okay, you can choose to be happy. You don't have to be sad. You really don't. I can honestly say that a lot of people just stay in mentalities and they don't really look and see. They just move emotionless just through things. And you know what? That just comes from a lack of self-worth, a lack of feeling like you've been loved, like a feeling that you've never been shown real attention. And let's be honest, we all want attention. And I'm not playing the gender game, because boys and girls, we all want the same thing. You know, loneliness is the worst possible thing. You know, that's why prison has the isolation. Isolation is the worst. You know? Not having human company is terrible. We're made to love. We're made to love, to live, to show others, you know, we survived, we made it. With the testimonies, you know, you could help someone, you could give them the inspiration. Those moments where you feel like you have everything in control and you can do anything. And then once you start second guessing yourself, that falls down completely. Broken. And then you finally, you start to think, I'm not worth anything. But listen, okay? If you were worthless, do you think that people would actually go out of their way just to see if you were okay? And don't give a sob story and say stuff like, oh, well, nobody's there for me, because there's people. I mean, it may not be people you know, but there's a lot of people who are willing to help, reach out. Now you can look at me and you can think, well, she's had the most perfect life. She's never known pain. She's so happy. Listen, just because I'm always smiling, that doesn't mean I haven't been through anything. The difference between me and people who have a perfect life, or whatever you call that, you know, I'm grateful for everything I've been given, you know. Growing up, yeah, it was hard, and the things that I went through, nobody should have gone through, blah blah blah, the same old, same old. I've told my story a million times. That's not what it's about, okay? I am what I am now because of God. I am what I am now because I'm here. I made it. I got out of the storm, and here I am. Clear skies, walking with the Lord. Right now, I'm going through a hard time, but with diligent prayer and, you know, friends and family, I think I'll be okay. We're all gonna be okay. You know, you can think to yourself, you know, it's the end, but sweetie, it's not. It's never the end. In fact, it's just the beginning. I mean, every day is a new beginning. You can choose to be happy or you can choose to be sad. Everything is up to you. You can't change someone else, but you can help others. You can show others love. That's the best thing to do. I guess I'm just making this video to talk about God and then to say, you're beautiful. You're truly beautiful. anyone who's watching this, you were made for a reason. There's a God above, and He loves you. He loves you deeply, wholeheartedly, passionately. You're the apple of His eye, and you are made in His image, which is pure beauty, pure perfection. Never doubt yourself, and never doubt what you could do. I guess that's all I have to say. God loves you.